Hey my friends, Joel Buzaid here. Today I want to ask you, where will you be in 10 years time? What a great question to ask ourselves, and more importantly to answer. How often do we spend our time, our personal development, our reflection focused on the now and this year? How often do we really think about where we're going to be in 10 years time? So if nothing more, simply getting out a pen and paper and writing down where I'm going to be in 10 years could be super useful right now. However, if you want to take it to the next level, then let's really start to explore what's possible. Have you ever heard the notion before that we grossly overestimate what is possible within 1 year and we completely underestimate what is possible for us in 10 years? For me, when I hear something like that, it really just sends a message that often we don't actually set goals in the area of 10 years because it's so far away, it's so intangible, if you like. And so today, the first question that I have for you is, what is it that you want to have in your life? What do you want to be experiencing regardless of what's going on in the world? So we know we're about to enter a decade, if not a single digit years of digital automation, robotics. Things are going to change massively for us in our careers. But with all of that stuff aside, with regard specifically to the internal desires that you have, what is it that will remain in 10 years time? What is it specifically that you want to experience in 10 years time? Take a moment now and write that down. Okay, once you've done that, now we want to look at the 5-year and the 1 year equivalent or pathway that would have occurred should you be on track for your 10-year plan. And it's really important that we're able to spend some time and labor through that thought process and really identify, if that's my 10-year plan, in 1 year's time, this is where I'm likely to be. And the same again for the 5-year plan. So now what you should have is 2 or 3 or 4 things in your life that are super important, that in 10 years you want to have happen, you want to be experiencing. And we also have a 5-year journey marker, and we also have a 1-year journey marker. Once we've got those things in place, what we want to do now is we want to tune into what would it look like if on a daily basis I was behaving in a way, I was doing activities in a way that were in alignment with that 1, 5, and 10-year plan. So for example, part of my 10-year plan is within my family to create a sense of belonging, tradition, and identity. Now that's quite conceptual, but as you'll probably be aware, I've broken that down into really tangible pieces. But if I pull that right back beyond the 5, beyond the 1, all the way back to daily activities or a way of being, one of the things that comes up is making sure that we sit around the dinner table together. Now that's just one of the activities that helps to align with that big picture, long-term, and very exciting and enjoyable vision of my 10-year plan. So hopefully now you've taken some time to really start to write down what are the daily tasks, the activities, the ways of being, the ways of showing up, that if I did that every day for 365 days for the next 10 years, then I am most likely to just arrive at that point. Now before we go and launch into that and completely redo our schedule and do all of those things, it's really important to understand that we want to do a quick passion check. Like, are those things on passion? Do you enjoy sitting around the dinner table and asking your family what it is they did for the day and really seeking to understand where they're at and have those useful conversations? You want to check all of those daily activities against your level of joy and passion and peace and enjoyment, and if they hit the spot, if they hit the mark, then make sure you lock them in as daily habits and keep doing that stuff. Be patient over the long term, and without a doubt, there is no doubt in my mind that in 10 years time you will be experiencing the manifestation, the result of 10 years worth of hard work, worth of enjoyable work.